Hello class, welcome to Pre-Algebra Lesson 6.3, which is all about subtracting linear expressions. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to subtract linear expressions and express the difference in simplest form. So the first thing that we're going to look at is actually finding the additive inverse of expressions. So what an additive inverse is it's where you change the sign of everything in the expression. So what I mean by sign is something that was positive is now negative, and something that was negative is now positive. So for example, we have this 5x minus 7. So here we assume this 5 is positive because there's nothing written in front of it. So the additive inverse of that would be negative 5x. And then this minus 7 becomes a plus 7. So that is what is, or that's all you do for an additive inverse, is you change the sign of your expression and of everything in your expression. And just in case you forgot what an expression is, it's when you add two or more terms together. Add or subtract two or more terms together. So this is a term, this is a term, they're being added together. So it's an expression. Okay, but an additive inverse, memorize what that means, because when we get to the test, I'm not going to be able to tell you what an additive inverse means. So you need to know that term. Additive inverse means you change the signs. So why don't you go ahead and try this problem on your own. Find the additive inverse of negative 7x plus 3. Good luck. Okay, for this problem, hopefully you said the additive inverse of negative 7x plus 3 is positive 7x minus 3. If you have any questions about that, please be sure to ask for some help. I'm happy to help you. Let's move on to example 2, which is where we are going to subtract linear expressions. Yesterday we added, today we're subtracting. It works pretty much the same way. There's just kind of like one little difference that I'm going to show you. Again, I recommend that you kind of stack them and put the term, like in this case, we have a y for a variable. So I'm going to put my y terms on top and bottom from each other, and then my regular numbers on top and bottom from each other because they're similar. Okay, so now, as we're subtracting, one important thing to do is, as you subtract, you say 8 minus 3. So that's 5y. And then the part that people often confuse is you take the sign in front of your second number. So this is a negative 5 now. Negative 5 minus 4. Negative 5 minus, I could say positive 4. Negative 5 minus positive 4 is a negative 9. Okay, so the part, kind of like two little pieces that I see students mess up on is first, they forget to take the sign with the number in the top expression, and then they forget to go back to that minus for that second number. Okay, so 8y minus 3y is 5y. Negative 5 minus 4 is negative 9. So my answer is 5y minus 9. Why don't you go ahead and subtract these linear expressions? Good luck. Okay, for this expression, hopefully you said 6x minus 3x is 3x. And then you said 5 minus negative 2. That minus the negative becomes plus. So 5 plus 2 is 7. Right? If you have questions about that, please be sure to ask for some help. Let's do one more example together. So I have negative 3x plus 9 minus 8x minus 7. Okay, and I'm going to do negative 3 because I take the sign in front of my number. Negative 3 minus 8. Negative 3 minus 8 is negative 11x. And then 9 minus negative, minus the negative becomes plus. So 9 plus 7 is 16. So my answer would be negative 11x plus 16. All right, and one last problem for you to do before we end the video. Go ahead and subtract these linear expressions. Good luck. Okay, for this problem, hopefully you said 11 minus a negative 17. So minus a negative becomes plus. So 11 plus 17 is 28. And then negative 15 minus 25 becomes negative 40. If you have questions about this problem at all or anything else in the video, please feel free to reach out for some help. I'm happy to help you, and I hope you have a great day.